Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking again about the UK Online Safety Act or whatever it's called. In today's update, they want to ban VPNs. We got this video. I was watching it with my older brother and I was like, yo, send that to me. I'm going to make a video on it. I already made a video on I already made a first video. Might as well make an update video. Since this is a pretty big update. So UK, us. We need to pattern up. What's going on? I fucking stopped my recording when I pressed fucking spacebar.
It just keeps mounting up, doesn't it? The list of stuff, it just keeps mounting up, doesn't it? The list of stuff just keeps going, and this one's actually funny. Now, it may not sound funny, but I promise you, bear with me, it is. So the UK government have realised that the new Online Safety Act doesn't really work if you're using a VPN. Link down below if you want to get yours. I get a little commission. Love you. But they've realised that it probably won't work. So, let's just go through it because I promise you there's like a silver lining to the end of this video. Negative situation, let's all be happy. This is an article from the Birmingham Mail, which I didn't know Birmingham had internet, but we roll with it. That was a joke. UK households could face VPN ban after use skyrockets following online safety bill. This is the direct equivalent of like
Huh? What? People are using VPNs because we decided to just basically stop internet access. Not even for like pornographic or harmful content. Normal things are being banned too. I heard. I personally haven't been faced with that, but yeah, we've inconvenienced everyone, so everyone's gonna get something that conveniences the inconvenience. Baffling, fucking baffling.
punching someone in the face and then going, oh my God, they're bruising. Obviously, people are going to be using a VPN. Labour could ban the use of virtual private networks after the use skyrocketed in recent days. Thousands of UK households using VPNs could see them banned after the Online Safety Act kicked in under the Labour Party government. Labour could ban the use of virtual private networks after use skyrocketed in recent days. Prominent backbench MP Sarah.
I swear to God, the Labour Party was made for the working class. What does this do? What does this do? It doesn't cost much to go on the internet except a phone and an internet connection, or a computer and an internet connection. It doesn't cost much. You can easily find a shitty phone that can run Google, and boom, you're on the internet. Like, so Labour's supposed to be here for the working class, yet they're getting rid of one of the funnest things to do as a um, a lower class like region. Great, fucking great. One of the freest things you can do, which is go on the internet, which isn't really free. Going on the internet is free. You can just go on the internet, but you'd need a Wi-Fi connection and a device. So that's why I say free in quotation marks, because it's not really free. But yeah, let's just make that activity inactive for everyone. Like, oh my God, it's just like I have to use a VPN for everything now, and everything is running slow as shit. Like, oh my God, I don't like they need to hurry up and get rid of this, man. And anyway, banning VPNs, how are they gonna do that? Like, since a VPN hides you, you're not really gonna be easy to find. And even if they do, they'd have to like confiscate your device? Like, excuse me?
Champion launched a campaign against VPNs previously, saying, my new Clause 54 would require a Secretary of State to publish within 6 months of the bill's passage a report on the effect of VPN use on Ofcom's ability to enforce the requirements under Clause 112. How dare the British public try and fight back? Now, here's the bit that's really juicy. If VPNs cause significant issues, the government must identify those issues and find solutions rather than avoiding difficult problems. And the Labour Party said there were gaps in the bill that needed to be amended. We already know what this means. Like, I know obviously I've put it pretty much clear as day in the title that they want to ban VPNs, and they sure as shit do. They are definitely going to be using this as a case study to present forwards the reasons why VPNs should be banned. Now, the only way to win in this scenario is everyone just stops using a VPN and submits all their information to the government. Please don't do that. So, by using a VPN to protect ourselves, the government will then use that argument to try and make VPNs illegal. Now, the really stupid thing about all of this is they think they can. Yes, they can pass a law, which is a bit of paper that says you can't use VPNs. They can pass that. And to be honest, it would probably make really good toilet paper. But that's all it will ever be. Now, just so I can explain to people how this works, to ban something like an application or a website or a service, you need IP data first, because most bans take place in the form of stopping that content appearing in the countries that it's limited to, while most VPN services aren't hosted in the UK. And if you're using a VPN, neither are you. So yes, they could potentially ban the usage of it in the UK, but they wouldn't be able to enforce it because the only
Exactly. Not in the slightest. There's not really a way to enforce a VPN ban. Okay, then. So they ban VPNs now. So what about browsers that automatically come with a VPN and come all equipped and decked with that stuff? You can't use that browser now. Is that whole entire browser gone, or did they remove the VPN feature? Like, there's a lot of things where VPNs are just kind of built in. How will that work? Okay, then let's take it a step further. Will I be able to play games outside of this region? And what I mean by that is, say, Genshin. I can, if I really wanted to, I can go on Asian servers and boom, and play with, I don't know, friends that are on Asian servers. Boom, I want to go to from Europe servers to American servers in Genshin. Bang. I mean, I'm switching servers. Is that not going to be banned? Like, how far are they going to take this, really? Okay, now they've banned virtual private networks, but what about just network shifting in general? Are you always stuck in European servers? Like, there's I don't really know what they're trying to do here, and I just don't know. This is so tyrannical, to be honest. Like, we're gonna make internet experience so much worse, and if you try and make it better for yourself, we are gonna punish you legally. Like, that's a bit crazy.
current ways that we have to enforce it, which are just short of going into your house, which, to be honest, at this point, the British government could probably do that, will probably do that, already do that. But there's absolutely nothing the British government can do. All they want to do is try and pass laws, as many laws as possible, that kind of filter out all these sideline things that we can do to get around the Safety Act to guide us into just submitting to it. Now, like I've said before, I don't want this channel to become like a politically driven channel. I'm a gaming YouTuber that has an interest in tech and interest in privacy. So this is something that's directly down my alley. Also, I think that it doesn't matter in this instance whether you're left-leaning politically, right-leaning politically. At the end of the day, if we all submit to the Online Safety Act, it doesn't matter what your views and opinions are. If a government gets in power that has the opposite views and opinions, it will be used to monitor you, to track you, to penalize you for your thoughts and opinions.
And that's already true with the act, the Online Safety Act. I saw somewhere. I can't remember for the life of me where I saw it now. It might actually be in this video, but apparently you can no longer access LGBTQ affirming groups or alcohol, like people that have gone on. I don't really know. Abstained from alcohol. People that have abstained from alcohol, and they've, like, there's a subreddit for that to help people that are alcoholics to abstain from that. Addiction help servers and stuff like that on Reddit. You can no longer access those in UK. We're already seeing that these guys are taking away free speech. I mean, not that we have free speech here in the UK. That's just like, actually, there is no law saying that we have free speech. We can easily get our free speech taken off of us, and it already is. Not only that, they're taking away, like, online privacy as well. We're not even allowed online privacy anymore because of the way they're trying to pass this act and pass this bill. If they were to just make this bill and that was the end of it, yes, it's an awful change. Like, protecting adults from what? If an adult wants to search something on the internet, an adult can do that. They are an adult. They can easily make that decision for themselves. Adults do not need government prevention for, to shield them from harmful content, which is big quotation marks, because the only harmful thing they're watching is fucking porn and maybe gore. Which, okay, gore is fine. Get rid of all the illegal stuff. Get rid of everything that's illegal. I don't care. But porn isn't illegal. So, like, just getting rid of it. What? I bet you one day when they see that they can't ban VPNs, they're just gonna start outright saying stuff is like illegal. Okay, you like porn? Well, no, that's illegal. You like Discord? Well, you're not allowed to use Discord anymore. Not because it's porn, but because you can get pornographic stuff on there and gore and all sorts of stuff on Discord. Like, how far are they gonna go with this? How far are they willing to go with this? Is the question.
Genuinely think that we're probably only 5 years away from like some sort of credit system where you can only buy that bottle of milk if you've earned enough tokens that week. Now, going back to VPN usage, like I said before, the people that are trying to like implement these rules and these MPs that are discussing about this, and they're discussing it with chest, they're discussing it with sheer fucking confidence. They clearly do not know how a preventative law would work in that instance. And it fills me with a sense of hope. And in this whole situation about the Online Safety Act, it's very easy to lose hope. I mean, losing faith in our government is something that many of us have experienced for many years now, some more than others. But the fact that these people are in charge of regulations, implementing laws about technology that they don't understand, talking about cracking down on VPN usage and having to monitor how it affects their new Online Safety Act is already a clear sign of what the actual intent of the Online Safety Act is. Obviously, they're using the guise that it's to protect children, something that we could all agree is a good thing, but 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, and 8-year-olds aren't going out there and signing up to VPN services. And if they are, it's because of the government. Realistically, a young child doesn't have a bank account. They don't have access to all of their private information. And the only way they can access these websites that may be trying to appeal to them, things like advertising cheaper V-Bucks on Fortnite, the only way they can access this content is by downloading free VPNs. Now, free VPNs, for the most part, it's not true across the board, but that's a different video. Free VPNs aren't free. Just to be very clear, if something is free, you are the product. Watching this video right now, you're not paying to watch it, but you are the product because there's advertisements on this video. Therefore, the very nature of watching this video, YouTube is allowing advertisers to bid to be on these videos. So whilst it's not invasive, with VPNs, it works very differently. A lot of these free VPNs are just selling people's data. Yes, they do give you some privacy, but for every person that's signing up, this company is making thousands of dollars by selling your information. Now, in the case of private internet access, obviously they've been a channel partner.
Well, so basically, if you want to use a free VPN, you have to pick your poison. Would you rather give your information to the government or to an enemy state? Me, I'm choosing the enemy state. The Chinese, they can have my data as long as I can watch Rule 34 at the end of the day. Uh, you know, I might as well give my data to the ones that are allowing me to see what I want to see than the ones that are like actively banning me from. Because bearing in mind, certain things they do not let you verify your age. They just don't let you verify your age. Rule 34, exactly what I was just talking about. Rule 34. There's nowhere on Rule 34 that says, okay, give us a photo of this and that and verify your age and then we can let you see this content. Nope. None of that. They're just like, you're in the UK, cry about it. You're not using this, which is perfectly fair. The only people I blame for this is the government. I don't care that there's no way to verify. I shouldn't have to verify anything.
On my main channel and obviously in these videos, that costs money. Well, not a lot of money. Like, was it $2 a month? Less than $2 a month? But they're not selling your data because of it. And this is the thing that the UK government don't understand. Everything they've done at the moment, introducing these new Online Safety Act laws, just drives more people towards VPN usage. So basically, there's a few key options here. The government have created this absolutely ridiculous law, which would require people to hand over their data to thousands of companies that we know we can't trust, to thousands of companies that have been hacked before. But the side product of this is that the people that can't afford VPNs, or the people that are too young to use VPNs that still want access to some of these websites, whether they should or shouldn't is literally beside the point in this instance, they're going to be using free VPNs that further sell, utilize, and farm out their data. And for the most part, this data gets farmed out to governments that are enemies of the state for the UK. Then on top of that, adding insult to injury, the people out there like myself that use a reputable VPN service, the government now wants to try and ban that to then force people into the other options. And all the other options are completely negative for the British public, whether it's data getting stolen, data getting breached, or just handing out our personal freedoms. This is absolutely absurd. And do you know what? Out of all of this, I'm not really concerned about them banning VPNs. Good luck with that. pat on the back. I'll give you a special sticker. I'm more concerned that these MPs are the ones that are in charge of dictating these rules for the country, because it's pretty obvious you can't just ban a VPN. The very nature of trying to ban something that is untraceable and something that can be moved amongst physical places, such as virtual private networks, is beyond stupidity. To think that they have the ability to do that is wild. Now, you may be thinking maybe Apple or Samsung will jump in on the party and cave to the UK government's will, and they'll just remove it from all the app stores and they won't allow it to be integrated in iOS devices. Nope. Apple's pretty much made a pledge at this point to defend their users' data. They're even taking the British government to court. They're not just going to ban the usage of VPNs, because at the moment, VPNs are a core feature and functionality that Apple added into their ecosystem to protect their users' data. Apple has already threatened to pull iMessage out of the UK if the government requests access to the content.
That's beautiful. I'm not really an Apple glazer. To be honest, I can't even say I'm an Android glazer either. I don't. I fucking use a Xiaomi, a Chinese phone, and mate, shit's beautiful. Get yourself a Xiaomi. Not sponsored, but get yourself a Xiaomi. £100 for that one of their newest phones. I'm golden. I'm golden. And I haven't needed to get a new phone yet. Screen protectors just doing work. Not even cracked. Not even nothing. There's just no blemishes on my phone except for like a few little dinky spots, and that's it. I'll take off the screen protector and put a new one on, and bang, Bob's your uncle. But yeah, it's nice to see that big corporations aren't just gonna absolutely fucking cave under the pressure. They're just gonna go, nope. They're just gonna apply pressure back, which is absolutely sick to see.
Sense of it. That's how serious Apple are going against this. And like I said in the video that I posted yesterday morning, big tech, for the first time, out of every single instance where I think that this is overpriced garbage and blah blah blah, all of this stuff, out of all of the instances where we should be against big tech, they are the only ones that can actually reverse this and change this. The petitions, yeah, so what? The government responded, not much happened. Big tech fighting back against this, that's going to cost the government their integrity and their money. That's what the government genuinely fears. So I'm rooting for big tech. I'm rooting for Apple, I'm rooting for Wikipedia, and I'm rooting for any other company that wants to take on the British government to stop this absolute insanity that's currently taking place. Thank you for watching. If you want to get yourself a VPN.
Oh, if you're wondering why he said Wikipedia as well, apparently the UK government had asked Wikipedia to take down some things from their, site, which is absolutely fucking absurd. They're just like not even letting British people see information that they may want to see. Maybe that pertains to the UK government, or maybe it just pertains to UK history. Maybe it just isn't even anything to do with the UK, and the UK is like, no, this is one of our friend parties. We don't want to make them look bad, so get rid of this Wikipedia right now. Like, I'm also rooting for big tech. And to be honest, that's what I have for you today. See ya.